Hey guys, welcome to this video and my channel. My name is Heather. I am the owner and creator here at Wicked Whiskey Designs, and today it is all about the Mica Swirl. I love this cup. This cup is easy, it is fun, there is no 17 steps, there's no complicated process. It's literally mica powder, glitter, epoxy, done. Please look down below. All of the products that I used today to make this cup are listed down there. There also may be a coupon or code or two to save you a little bit of money, so definitely check that area out. And don't forget to hang out to the end of the video where I have my tips and tricks section. That's where I share with you all the tips and tricks that I learned along the way so that you can make this cup as easy and as perfect as possible the first time around. If you're new to the channel, also don't forget to like and subscribe. I have a ton of content on its way. This is a relatively new channel, but trust me, you want to get notified of when that content drops. And I think that pretty much wraps up this intro. I'm going to go ahead and get started, show you everything you need to make this cup. Let's go have some fun. Hey guys, what are we doing today? I'm not sure 100% as per usual, but I want to do something fun. I don't want something with like 18 different steps and 7 billion brain cells involved. I want to do something just chill and fun and pretty with a bunch of color. So that's what we're going to do today. We are going to do a mica swirl. Now, there's different ways you can do mica swirls. You can, add glitter, do your epoxy, add little whooshes, it's a technical term, whooshes of mica powder or mica, and then basically just let the epoxy roll and they all kind of, the universe tells you where it's going to go. We're not going to do that exactly. I have not decided on whether or not I'm going to go ahead and add a glitter base. Part of me says we should. The lazy part of me says maybe we shouldn't. So that'll be a game day decision on whether or not we do that. But either way, we are going to add mica. We are not going to let the universe tell us where it's going. We are going to tell the universe where it's going. So when we add the mica whooshes, we're basically after that going to take our hand and kind of almost paint where it's going to be. We're going to blend, we're going to, cover the entire cup, and then we're going to go ahead and also add in a little bit of glitter, like some glitter streaks, because, we have to. It's the law. We have to. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, I want to do something fun, something easy. Some of these tutorials on this channel are like 19 steps to paradise, and that's fine. But, some days I just want to have fun. I just want to play with my cup and make colors and, be chill. So that's what we're going to do today. Again, still haven't decided on if we're going to glitter the base or not. Part of me thinks we should. Part of me thinks something just easy, like a chunky opal or something. So, I feel like that's what we're going to do. But anyway, either way, we're painting with micas today. So let's go get started. Okay. So what are we doing and what colors are we using? We are not using this. This is kind of like it's not as dark as I wish it would be, but it's a darker blue, okay? A very funky bluey purple, okay? Already this is matching. I am so happy. I just opened this. I just ordered this and I wanted to use it. Oh, you can't see in there, can you? If you could, you would see it's a perfect berry pink, which I'm digging, and then gold. Now, for glitters, I have a candy raspberry, which matches the berry mica perfectly. And then, honestly, this is like my favorite glitter in life, okay? This is called Elegant by Glitter Heart Company. Prettiest freaking color in the world. It's like a silver with an ivory back note. I don't know if it's going to work, if it would match, but honestly, I pretty much use that on everything, so it's going to work whether it wants to or not. So even though this is kind of like a janky, messy setup here, these are the colors we're running with, and I am beyond excited to do this. And I went ahead and decided against doing a glitter base. Like I said, I want something easy and chill and fun, and I'm not trying to fight with glitter, multiple runs of epoxy and sanding and blah-de-blah-de-blah. So we are just going to have fun with this. This is where we're going with it. Okay, so I have my little cups here, okay, and I just want to show you real quick how much of what I'm adding in here. I'm going to add a healthy little dip of color in there, and then I'm going to fill this up probably most of the way, if not at least half. So you kind of get an idea of the volumes we're working with here. Okie dokie. I have mixed up 60 mLs of epoxy, thanks to my little handy dandy electric mixer, because I can't mix epoxy worth anything. We are going to go ahead and start setting up our cups, and we're going to get started. We've got cups of goodness. We've got popsicle sticks. We have no real estate to put anything, but all right. We are going to start with adding a thin coat of epoxy to our cup. We're going to do that first. Doesn't need to be thin, doesn't need to be thick, just kind of has to get it covered. Okie dokie. Now let's get epoxy on us. Shit. Alright. We are going to equally divide out our epoxy and our micas and our glitter. Wow, I feel like I'm running low. You don't need nearly as much epoxy in the glitter cups as you do your mica. So when you're running down towards the end, don't stress too bad if all you have left is a glitter cup. Every little drop. Okay. Alright. We are going to start. When you're doing this, plan out your colors before you start. You know, for me, my natural progression seems to always be like an ombre, but I don't want that. So I kind of want to go dark, light, for lack of better explanation. So I think I'm going to start with my blue. And we're going to stir that all around. And then what we're going to do, which direction am I going here? Oh, I hate when it goes this direction. Okay. I think everyone has a favorite, what direction they like their swirls to start working on, and this is not my favorite. So we have to start top to bottom. And I'm doing real thin lines. This is beyond awkward. That's all right though. Next, I'm going to break out the pink. Do I want pink there? No, you know what? I think I want gold. Hold on. Ah, shoot, hold on. So, if you talk to inanimate objects, they sometimes listen. We're going to do gold next. And you see I'm doing, and I don't care if it drops elsewhere, it's a mica, it's okay. But you see where I'm not like full coveraging. I'm adding a good amount of mica, nothing too horrific. Alright, next, where did my purple go? There it is. Next we got a little bit of purple. Now, on a cup like this, too, where you've got a pretty large top area, kind of keep that in mind, too, as you're doing your swirl. Like, I already have an idea I'm going to have to add a little bit more blue. in that one area. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go do that right now before I forget. Because I will forget. Okay, and now we're at our do we love? I love, love. And yes, I'm kind of just painting it on at this point, because, you know, this is fast set. We gotta move. Alright, love. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is stir up my pink glitter so that it is ready to go. And, oops, see, the good thing with like ordering the measured cups that I use is they send you just gobs of popsicle sticks in every order. So these are the perks of being a tumbler maker, free popsicle sticks. Okay, there's that. Now, I have paper towels sitting here to clean off my hands as needed. And what I'm going to do is, where am I going to start? I think we're going to start with the purple. And I'm just going to kind of lightly paint it a bit. Okay. Now keep in mind too, your epoxy is going to move, because before we're done, we're going to heat this up just a little bit. Not too much. We don't want this rolling all over the world. But, so you don't really need to worry too much that everything is perfect, as it should all cover anything that might be missing as it rolls. I think we're going to need more blue though. Maybe. And saturate your colors as much or as little as you want. You know what I mean? Like if you want this a little more hazy, come on, blue. You know what I mean? Like, don't think you have to go as full coverage as I'm going. This is just kind of how I want my cup. So if you want things a little hazier, feel free. Now, I do want a little more, I do want a little more of this and a little more of that. Oops, that was a bit aggressive. Okay. And I'm totally okay with mixing colors here and there. Okay, now I'm going to wipe my hands off before I start playing in the gold. And I can already tell I want more gold. I don't know where my gold went. Where did my gold go? There it is. So we are going to add more gold in there. Actually, a little bit surprised that I'm doing this, or this is getting as heavy. I kind of had no idea how much mica and whatnot I was going to be using, and I'm actually really happy because you get something in your head, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to translate well, as I'm sure we've all experienced. And now I want to kind of start blending those colors just a little bit. Like, I'm not trying to go too crazy, but I also don't want it to just be like, color blocks either. And I And totally fine with gold going where it wants to go. You're going really light when you're doing this. If you go too heavy, you're going to move all your mica someplace you don't want it to be. Alright. And then I'm also going to just go ahead... Oh, that doesn't work at all. Never mind. We'll figure out the bottom afterwards. And we're just going to feather it real light. Alright, now. Let's do our glitter. Where am I going to put it? Let's see here. Let's go ahead and do... I mean, let's be honest, there's no wrong place. I'm kind of using the back of my popsicle stick just to kind of even it out a little bit. I'm not trying to move it too much, but I also don't want it to be all clumpy either. And like I said before, we're using fast set, so as your fast set, if that is what you're using, you know, starts setting up there, your time starts dwindling. Oh, I could not love this more right now. Alright, let's do our... I swear, people, this is honestly my favorite glitter in the whole world. Alright, I am going to just kind of start randomly putting it places. I'm not trying to be like, here's a stripe of glitter, here's a stripe of glitter, you know what I mean? So I'm just kind of, whoop, that was a bit aggressive. I'm just trying to add it places. Because this is going to spread once we kind of lightly hit it with a torch. So I don't want it to, I want to make sure that we got a little bit of interest everywhere, if you know what I mean. Stay. And yes, I will use every little bit of this. Because I love this glitter. And if we're not putting glitter on the base, we might as well have glitter everywhere else. Ah! Okay. Now, kind of moved. My mica a little bit there, so we're going to go back and fix that real quick. Okay, now, as you can see, this is not a project where, like, you know, it's got to be perfect. This is where I'm putting it. This is where it's going to stay. Nah, this is just having fun. Let's find our torch. We are going to go super, super, super light. We are not trying to move anything. We're just trying, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, we are going super light. We want it to move a little bit on its own, but we are not trying to get it to start full moving. So, ooh, I'm digging that. Alrighty. We're going to let it go. And, yeah, we're going to let it go. We're going to let it do its magic, and we'll come back to it in a little while. Once your epoxy has fully cured, go ahead and mix up 30 mLs of your epoxy and apply a second and, if needed, a third coat to your cup to finalize it. be sure to grab your torch and heat out your micro bubbles and let it spin. Once it's fully cured, add a decal if you'd like, or just enjoy it the way it is. Hey guys, what's up? Can we talk about this? Look at all of that. Oh, it's so spangly, my camera can't even focus on it. I, L-O-V-E, love this cup. You know, when I started doing this, I didn't know if I was going to love this cup. Like when I first had this idea, I was like, I don't know if it's going to work out the way I think it's going to work out in my head. Because you know how that happens all the time with me. I absolutely love this cup. This is probably the quickest, fastest cup I've done in a long time. And I mean, you could see, it literally took nothing. You could, let's go over some couple little things. You definitely could ramp this up a bit. And if you did a glitter base and then did your micas on top, the only thing I would say about that is the micas are extremely, they're not transparent per se, but when you're painting the micas on a cup like this, you can see, like, where am I at here? Especially up towards the top, it seems, but like there's parts that are a little more translucent than others. So if you did, you know, something like this and you were doing like a dark glitter base, you could definitely change the tone of your mica powders. Okay, so kind of keep that in mind. If you're going to do a glitter base, do this design and do a glitter base, keep that in mind. I would do something more along the lines of like, say, an opal or something very light in that respect. That way, you know, the glitter can shine through. You're not changing out your colors, you know, because obviously you're picking those mica colors for a reason, and you want those to stay true to what you have in your head. So that would probably be the only thing I would say about adding a glitter base. I thought about it. I really did. I was like, oh, we could do an opal, da da da. You know what? I really just kind of wanted something very chill, very quick, very fun. I know a lot of the tumblers on this channel are like 19-step and 47 processes later. And I love those cups. Don't get me wrong. I love those. And we'll be doing more of those. But I wanted something very easy. You know, this channel, in my head, this channel is going to encompass every step, every, not layer, what's the word I'm looking for? Level sounds good. Every level of tumbler making. So from the very, you know, basics, like I just started doing like what I would say like foundation tutorials. The how to strip cups was one. The basic geode, or excuse me, the basic ombre was another one. So that if you are just starting out doing tumblers, you have a place to start. It's not like, hey, I bought my one spinner and my 8 ounces of epoxy and 2 glitter colors and I'm ready to go. And then, hi, here's this mermaid tumbler with its 17 different steps. So I'm not trying to do that. This isn't just for people who've been doing tumbler making for a long time. This channel is going to be for people who, you know, bought their first spinner yesterday. And what do I do with it? Because trust me, when I bought my first spinner, no clue whatsoever. No research. No looking into anything. Nothing. Had $100, went and bought all the stuff and said, what do I do now? So that's what this channel is. I really want this channel to really be very inclusive to everybody, no matter your expertise or your experience. So this cup honestly is a great cup if you're just getting into tumbler making, if you have been doing it for a long time and you really just want a very chill Saturday. Here's your cup. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at that. And yes, I had to throw my favorite glitter on there, and that's all sparkly and spangly. And I really do. I love this cup. This is a very good cup to do as far as like, you know what? I need a birthday present next week. I'm not trying to go and like kill myself. This is a great cup. I need something to give to a coworker for a Secret Santa. This is a great cup. I deserve something pretty today because it's the 3rd Thursday of the month. This is a great cup. So yeah, this is a lot of fun. You could have a blast with this as far as, like the first one I did, I think I did like whites, silvers, rose gold, and like a darker gray. You could do all black. The fun you could have with black on this style of cup. Very easy to do and lots of fun. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, so next, you definitely want to have a pretty decent amount of epoxy on your cup when you are laying your micas down. You also want to make sure you are mixing up more mica and more glitter in your, cups than you would expect. I made the mistake of, I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna do 30 mLs and do this cup, and and that's what I did. I stirred up my little 30 mLs with my little electric epoxy mixer, and I was walking out the garage door, and I was like, oh, man, I need to actually have epoxy for my little micas. So 30 mLs later. So altogether for this cup on the base, on the run of this, I did 60 mLs, okay? And that was for the epoxy on the actual cup, which was really 30. Okay, I actually probably did 30 mLs on this cup. And then the other 30 was for, how many colors did I have? 4 colors and 2 glitters. So just kind of be mindful of that, when gauging out your epoxy, whatever you normally would put on the size cup that you are working on, I would say go ahead and at least double it. You definitely want to make sure that you have enough epoxy. And you saw in those little cups, I went almost, I would say 3/4 up those little cups with the epoxy so that I had enough to be able to do what it is I wanted to do. Go slow. This is one of those cups that at the beginning, you're adding your stuff and you're like, I don't know if this is going to work. It'll work. I promise it'll work. But the thing you have to keep in mind, if you are like me and you are a toucher and a fixer and oh, there's that one little thing. Let me just go fix that. Oh wait, there's a little, let me go fix that part. That part just didn't go quite as like, stop that. Stop. Because I'm going to tell you right now what I learned. The more you sit there and try to like, oh, I'm just going to fix that part right there. That one just needs a little bit more right there. The more you keep touching stuff, you will mess this up. I am saying this because I had to rein myself in, like, calm down. It's a freaking cup. You'll be okay. It's okay to have these little parts where they're a little less mica or a little more translucent or whatever. My biggest concern was really around the rim, because as you're doing all of this, for some reason, it doesn't pull away from the rim, but as your epoxy, it also could be because my spinners are old and slightly, uneven. Let's put it that way. They've done a lot of work. They're allowed to be a little uneven, but the mica doesn't like, stay right up at the very top. It just kind of seemed to come down a little bit. So I kept trying to like fix that. Don't, you're fine. Just leave it be. I'm so guilty of doing that all the time. Oh, I'm going to go. Oh, I got to fix that. Oh, I need to touch that. I need to even that out. You know what? The beauty of these kind of cups, of any handmade cups, is that every single one of them is different. And if there's a little imperfection to it, that's okay. Okay, especially if you're doing this for yourself. Okay, that goes without saying. But even when it comes to customer cups, you can make these as best and as perfect as you possibly can. But this is an Amazon. You need to keep that in mind. Like, there's going to be little imperfections. There's going to be little things. Okay. I think I can, safely speak for all of us that we all do our best to put out amazing, work as perfect as possible. But honestly, they're handmade items. And if there's a little spot that gets missed, like, don't stress about it. And if you have a customer that wants to point out this little spot got missed, reevaluate whether or not that's somebody you want to continue to work with. Just saying. But anyway, that's a different conversation. Customers are a different video altogether. Anyway, this is just an absolutely gorgeous cup, and you're going to have a lot of fun with it. Now, the one thing I would say as far as your glitter choices go, definitely pick something. I don't know that I would go crazy, like super crazy heavy, big chunky. I don't know that I wouldn't, but I'm saying just kind of think it through. The more I say that, it could be very pretty actually, but at the same time, you also want to be able to control that glitter stream a little bit. If not, then you're going to go ahead and get glitter everywhere. And if there is probably the only one rule to this cup that I would strongly advise on, watch your heating it up. What I did on my first run with the white and the rose gold one that I did, I heated up just a little, just that much too much. And it didn't run, but it wanted to run, like it thought about running. So definitely when you are blowing out and torching out your micro bubbles, you're not trying to like, do that. Even if you have something that's just a little off, just don't try to heat it to make it move. Because what's going to happen is you're going to heat it too far and then everything's going to start running sideways. And we all know what that's like. And then you're going to be really sad. So don't do that. When you are heating out your micro bubbles, simply do that. Heat out your micro bubbles, walk away. Your glitter is going to move organically as it spins. So you don't really need to give it very much help with this one. That's pretty much it. I mean, honestly, like I got nothing else to say. It's an easy cup. It's a fun cup. If you are going to do something like, oh, the black ones would be so pretty. Especially if you did like ghost micas or color shift micas on a black base. Ooh, Lordy, that'd be pretty. Maybe we'll do one of those next week. Actually, you know what I think I'm probably going to do next week is a real easy peekaboo, like an Easter peekaboo. I want to do like something really cute. I don't know where that came from. Sorry. Anyway, but yeah, that's like pretty much it. Like this, I don't have much to talk about on this one. This isn't like the last video. This is just a really fun, easy cup to do. Take your time with it. Make sure that you have more than enough. You know, you saw that I put quite a bit of mica in my little cups. I put quite a bit of glitter in my little cups. Definitely make sure you have more than enough, you know, more than you would think as far as your stirred mica and glitter. Take your time. Use, if you have like a popsicle stick or, you know, something that you normally would use to add your elements, definitely take your time with it. As far as like doing like what I'll call like the painting of it, that's again, you're going to go ahead and be very light with it, get it as even as you can, add it to where you want it to be, add your glitter, step away, let it do its magic. Don't heat it up too much, and you're pretty much it. The only thing I didn't show on the video was the bottom. I had it in my head. I was like, oh, I'll just go ahead and put up a little bit more mica in you know, another thing of epoxy. I'll just go ahead and add that at the bottom. That'll look awesome. It didn't, not by any means. You know, the thing with this mica is that you need a lot for it to cover the way it is. So adding just a little bit did nothing. What I did is I had one of my garage rags. I wrapped, obviously when this is cured, I kind of wrap it around the end like this. I had a little bit of grape Rust-Oleum spray paint, which matched perfectly with the cup. I did a quick little, you know, few little squirts, little zhuzhes on there, wiped off any excess that may have gotten around the rim, let it dry, and then ran it back for epoxy. So that's just how I bottomed out my cups. I think that's pretty much it. This is a blast. Go do this. This is a fun cup to do. Don't forget that all of the products that I use are linked down in the description box below. And then also don't forget to go check out my community tab on the actual Wicked Whiskey channel page. That's kind of like my little fake Amazon store. So any products that I've gotten from Amazon are listed in that area as well, along with, they're all linked with affiliate links. So if you purchase anything through any of those links, I make like 5 cents. I'll take that because coffee is expensive. But honestly, it's just where everything is housed in a real, like a convenient way, instead of trying to like go back through like, oh, you used this XYZ 3 videos ago. What video was that? Not that you guys don't go back and watch videos, you know, I'm just saying. But that way it's all of those links are in one actual area, at least until I can figure out how to do a storefront. If you're hearing my dog bark, as per usual, I apologize. That's just Bailey protecting me from the Amazon guy, speaking of which. Anyway, that's pretty much it. This is a quick and easy one. I hope you had fun. Go try this. If you do want, tag me. You know to tag me. I would love to see your work. Other than that, I hope you had fun with it. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something and I was able to show you something. And other than that, I'll see you next week. Have a great day. Bye.